Dick here. We're playing Dark Souls 1 on the PC. This is my guide and walkthrough. We are now on the 29th installment, Lost Izalith and Bed of Chaos boss fight. So we're using the orange charred ring so we exempt ourselves from too much damage over here. And be sure to repair your equipment when you get to the next bonfire. It's a concealed one. And I think the Bed of Chaos is a bad boss, but I enjoy doing it. And I don't do the trick where you can quit out and save the fact that when you reload or restart the game, you can be at the boss fog. I don't like to do that. I don't mind running to the bonfire. I don't mind running back to the boss from the bonfire since it saves your progress on each of the 3 phases that you do. It just seems like it was made a certain way, and I want to follow it how it was made. So we've got some sort of a dinosaur creature in here, and as far as my statistics, like let me see which statistics. I'm favoring vitality and endurance, you guys. I'm putting nothing into hardly anything else, not even the resistance. What is this? This should be a really large soul item. So if you're following my guide, like if you want to follow it to the letter, it's all vitality and endurance. I'm not scaling anything off strength. Like I said, I don't even know what scaling is. I don't have any attunement slots. I know nothing about that. But as we come up to here, I think there's going to be an item for us to pick up. And if there's one thing that you don't forget to do over here, it's to pick up the Sunlight Maggot Helm. And I should have said that. Do you remember the Firekeeper that we killed, the Quelaag's sister? Well, if you feed her a number of humanities, I don't remember what it is. It could be like up to 40 humanities. She'll open a shortcut up for you, whereby you can get to the place where she is and get the Maggot Helm via a direct route. But you can still kill her, and you can get it the way I'll show you. It just requires a small little detour before the boss. So the Sunlight Maggot Helm is, I think, the equivalent of the Cast Light magic, and it will allow you to see in darkness. And if you don't have either of those two things, your life is going to be a living hell, and the game is pretty much unplayable in the catacombs, which is where we're headed next. So I rather like this area. We've got some sort of a sorceress coming up as we crest these stairs. But it looks like I'm going to head around the corner and pick up this concealed item. Pretty cool enemy, this one. I think they use those in Dark Souls 2 as well. I might cover Dark Souls 2 on a guide. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to cover the DLC for this game, though, you guys, so get ready for that. Man, I just love this game. It's so rich with everything. But here's an enemy that is pretty easy to kill, and this enemy drops something called an Izalith catalyst. I have no idea what it is. She likes to spam these columns of fire, though, and breathe fire. I didn't get the opportunity to try to parry her, but I did backstab her because she was vulnerable doing her spells. So at this point, if you want to, you can do the boss, but I would frown on that. In fact, I would emphatically state, do not do that. You need the Sunlight Maggot Helm to see in the darkness. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Don't care either. So head on over here, and in just a couple minutes you'll have it. So right over here, and I think this is the coolest Titanite demon in the whole game. I mean, look how intimidating. Oh, and there's more. Well, I said it's the coolest, but I thought it was the last, but I know there are more in the catacombs. So I've never killed this guy. I'm not sure how many Demon Titanite he drops. You might be able to snipe him, because it looks like a good opportunity to snipe him. At one point, when I was getting the Sunlight Maggot helm, I had like a, oh, you fucking asshole, fuck you. I had when I was getting the Maggot helm, Solaire was over here and he was gunning for me. He was trying to kill me. Oh, some twink. That's pretty good. Now, you'll see a whole bunch of bugs down here. I don't think they can harm you. But you'll also see one red bug who gives you 100% drop of the Sunlight Maggot helm. So you will always get it from killing this one. And I will put it on to show you what it is. There it is, Sunlight Maggot. And when I was in the catacombs and having never played the game, I tried to just turn my brightness up, but it doesn't work. You have to have this helmet. It's such a badass helmet too. So the Bed of Chaos. There are 3 phases, and you get a checkpoint during each phase. And I've never done the trick where you exit out of the game and get spawned at the beginning of the fight rather than at the bonfire previously. When I first played this game, I didn't know of the secret bonfire that we were just at the beginning of the video. I was running from the previous one, so that took me even longer. But anyway, you're basically going to be attacking 3. Oh, I should also say, don't go directly up unless you want to go to another area, because the entire floor will crumble and it will take you down to some kind of a poison pit where there's a bunch of those octopuses. There are some items down there for sure, but if you don't want to get frustrated, I would stay over here and just face this boss. I kind of like this boss because it's simple, it's direct, it's deadly, and what we're going to do, at least what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go for the left one first. I don't think you can go for the middle one, but if you stay on the outside, like on the edges, you can be safe. Keep your shield up. I think I have this at +10, so it has decent stability. It's like 58. And then just roll through the branches, crumble the brittle branches, and then take a strike, and you'll get a checkpoint. I have heard people say that you can use poison arrows so that you can take no risk here. And I have to say, I have a friend named Hado who did this permadeath, and his video, if he's watching this, I would like him to link his video, because it's one of the most exhilarating things I've ever seen. Like the amount of times he almost died here. He was doing a permadeath run. It was just amazing. So yeah, maybe he can link his video in mine, and everybody else can see it, because my heart was racing when I was watching it. So anyway, I took care of that one, but as you can probably tell, as I was going to the third one, I perished, so it put me back at the bonfire. And as I mentioned, there is a trick where if you die, you start right outside of the white light. But I don't mind. I just don't mind. And I just want to do the game the way it's meant to be done. So here we go. Here's the run back. It's not even that bad either. But your next objective is to get to the center area. And when I enter the arena, you'll see that part of the floor is crumbled, and she's going to be swiping at you and doing these fire spears that act as AoEs on you. There's plenty of chances to heal, but you want to run up to where the hole is, keep your guard up to avoid the swipe, and then just make a jump for the branch in the pit. Try to aim as carefully as you can. You don't really want to aim at the sides because you might slip off. But it's nice that they checkpointed between each phase. I mean, if they didn't, that would be horrible. you know, and it's a game that it doesn't do checkpoints anyway, so they must have known that, you know, they may have gone a little bit overboard here and been a little bit too lazy. But anyway, see the hole in the floor? There's a branch that you need to jump on. So what I'm going to do is keep my shield up. Keep my shield up. I got knocked down. And it's basically just luck. All luck. Just keep your shield up and then jump onto it very carefully. It's easy to slide off because he'll do that somersault and then oops, he's all of a sudden in the pit and you're dead. So just keep rolling. You're pretty much safe here. Roll through all the branches, stab at the antagonist here. You'll take all of its health off in one swipe. It looks like a bug was causing all of the trouble. And our victory is achieved. We're going to get a bonfire here, and we can warp out, and I will probably see you in the Firelink Shrine in the next video. We may do some more farming, we may not, but we're definitely bound for the catacombs. So light the bonfire, and take care.